I said I was going to challenge myself to do these 24-hour song challenges like I did in one of my previous videos. And I did complete that challenge successfully the first time. You can check out the song. It's called Makeup Mess featuring Kanoa. And so that's what I'm going to do. I said I'm going to do it, so I'm going to do it. I said I was going to try it for at least a month to see how it goes. I've already been looking through my notes. Like the first one I did for Makeup Mess, that started out as a poem. The same way like last time, trying to find something that I wrote around this time period in November. And so I found a few that I'm thinking about trying to use for the poem of choice to be made into a song, but I'm also having it in my mind to where I'm just gonna completely try to make a whole song from scratch, like not starting from a poem already written or anything like that. So I don't know exactly which route I'm gonna go yet. I guess it depends on the type of beat I find or the topic that I'm going to be talking about in the song. I don't know any of these things. I'm just going to let everything flow out naturally. So the only thing I'm going to know is if I decide to choose one of the poems that I previously wrote to turn into a song. So I got them screenshotted here so I can look through them and decide. A little deeper, beyond the surface, not bend over tables, not your lip service. Wanna find the reasons why I believe in. I don't believe in anything, won't believe in anything. Okay, hold on. Okay, so far I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the route of just starting completely from scratch. We're not gonna use a poem, because the beat that I'm listening to now, I feel like I got something to where I gotta write something new. Go a little deeper, it's beyond the surface. Not bend over tables, not your lip service. Wanna find the reasons why I believe in. Cause I don't believe in anything, won't believe in any. See, I need to figure out what to write with that part. I don't believe in anything, won't be leaving. Hold that thought. So this is what I'm working with so far. This is completely new, something that I just wrote on the spot, November 22nd, 2023. And so the time that I started this is 10:23 a.m. So I have until 10:23 a.m. tomorrow, Thursday, to see if I can complete this. And this isn't a 2-minute song. I think this is a 3-minute one. So it should be a little bit more challenging than the first one I did. So the time is now, it's not focused, but it's 12:27 p.m. And I ended up adding some more. I thought as I was typing this out, I was like, oh, okay, I got a good start. Like I got a whole lot so far. Until I got on the instrumental or the beat or whatever. And until I got on there and started to record and realized I only got to maybe like 1:30 I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a whole 3-minute, I forgot how long it was, like 3-minute 15-second song, I think. I don't necessarily have to make it 3 minutes and 15 seconds. I can shorten it if I need to or want to, but I'm gonna try to do the whole thing. If I can make a whole 3-minute song, then that's great. If I need to make it short, then it is what it is. I won't necessarily call the challenge a fail. If I'm only able to complete like 1 minute or 2 minutes of it and it's still a song, I'll still say it was a success. I just wasn't able to complete a full 3 minutes. And then maybe a challenge within the challenge for the next one would be to complete one that is at least 3 minutes. So for the part I was stuck on, I believe it was where I say, want to find the reasons why I ain't believing. I don't believe in anything, won't believe in anything. And then I was like stuck there. I didn't know what to put. But I ended up putting, I don't believe in anything, won't be leaving anything that's meant for me, meant to be all or none, no maybe. So we're in band lab right now. Cause I don't believe in anything, won't believe in anything that's meant to be all or none, no maybes. And mentally I'm feeling like I know what's up, but physically I'm feeling stuck, still wanna fuck. Won't believe in anything that's meant to be. I messed up that part. Back at it again when we waking up. Misuse and abuse the underlying issues. Having makeup sex, but underlying issues remain under the bed. We can make a mess, having makeup sex, but underlying issues remain under the bed. Remain under the bed. We can make a mess, having makeup sex, but underlying issues remain under the bed. I think I just may finish this within the next hour or so. So way less than 24 hours. I might need to re-challenge myself to do a 12-hour song challenge instead of a 24-hour song challenge. I don't know. Maybe this one just easily flowed. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think this is gonna be done within just a few hours, and that'll definitely be a success. But I'm wondering, because as I've been going in, adding to it to try to fill the whole 3 minutes, I'm thinking about adding the first verse back towards the end, and I don't know if that would be considered cheating. I mean, this is something I'm doing for myself. It's not like a game show or anything like that, so I'm making up my own rules as I go. But I don't know if that would be considered cheating, if I just add in a part that I already wrote and just add that at the end. Like, in a way, it's kind of like, yeah, you need to try to write something new, to you trying to fill up this whole 3 minutes, then fill it up the right way and write a new verse. But then again, reading it that way, with that first verse added towards the end, it all ties together well, I think anyways. So I think I'm gonna try to record it this way and see how it turns out, see if that does in fact fill up that 3 minutes. I don't think it does the whole 3 minute 15 seconds, but I think it definitely goes into the 3 minute at least. I don't know, if I just feel like I absolutely cannot put it out like this, like that's cheating or whatever, then I'll try to write a new part for the ending. But if I feel like after recording it, it really flows together well and everything sounds nice, then I'm gonna leave it like that as the final result, and I'm gonna be okay with that. Because right now I feel like I'm gonna be okay with it. I like it so far. I'm already feeling a little excited, accomplished all these amazing things, because I'm almost finished, and I thought it was gonna take me all day. Maybe not the whole 24 hours exactly, but definitely not within just a few hours. So this is how much I have without adding the first verse towards the end. And I think that's still a pretty good amount. So I'll be happy with that if it just ends up being this, or if I go in and also add that first verse in there as well. And I really like how the ending turned out. So when I go in and record this, like I said, if it sounds good to me, then it's good to me and it's good to be. So it seems like there always has to be some issue that comes into place, and very fitting for this song because it's going to be titled Underlying Issues. But I didn't listen to this beat all the way through before I started this, and I don't know if this is in fact the beat. I'm gonna have to go back and listen again. But in the studio in BandLab right now, there's like it is just messed up right here. Hold on. Okay, that was the wrong part. This is the right part here I'm talking about. So yeah, the beat, I don't think was supposed to do that right here. Let me turn it up. See right here. So the first issue that I ran into with the first one that I did with Makeup Mess, that was something that I just had to wait it out. The sirens going on outside. I just had to wait till they were done, and then I could get back into it. This issue, I'm not sure what to do. So now I'm stuck again in a position of trying to figure out how I should proceed. Because I don't just want to scrap this whole thing and have to start all over again with a whole new song or even just a whole new beat and trying to put these lyrics on a new beat. I don't want to have to do any of that. And I guess as part of a challenge, if it comes down to it, then I have to do that. But if it comes down to it, then I have to do that. But I don't want to. Like, that's just doing unnecessary extra steps. I mean, I guess it's not unnecessary extra steps if that's what I have to do, but it's going to be very frustrating to say the least. And with that being said, I think I'm going to try my best to just fit everything as best as I can through this mess up part on here. I don't know what was going on in that part. I don't make beats, so I don't know the terms for what that was, that little glitch. I don't know what I could do to fix it. I don't know if I should just cut the song short. Like I said, if I end up having to do that to where the song is shorter than the full 3 minutes, then it is what it is. I'm still going to feel like this was a success. I'm not going to feel like it was a fail. I still made the song. There's 1 minute songs out there, 1 minute 30-second songs. There's interludes out there and things like that. And so just me thinking with the Makeup Mess song that I put out and this one, these two can literally go together like a story. So like if I was to put these songs and make an EP out of them or something, it would all flow together like a story. So I'll be happy with it, whatever way it turns out. If it turns out the full 3 minutes, if I can work my way around this, or if it just ends up being 1 minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes. I'm just going to have to figure out whatever I can do to work my way around the issue. As far as underlying issues go, like I said, I don't make beats or anything, so I just write lyrics and poems and recite them over the beats. So I don't know how to find the underlying issue with that. I do just have to look at what's on the surface and try to work around that the best way I can and just see what I can come up with within this obstacle that's thrown in front of me in the course. It's now about 2:30 p.m., so I still have plenty of time to use. I don't want to say I have a whole lot of time. I really don't even want to say I have plenty of time, but I do still have time to work through this song and try to get it the best way I can. But right now I'm gonna go at a stopping point because I don't know if you're able to hear or not, but my son is crying in the background. He's sick of sitting in there chill, relaxing, watching a Gracie's Corner. He done had his bottle, some snacks, and he's like, all right, mama, I done gave you a little time to do what you had to do. Now I need you to come tend back to me again. So I'm gonna go at a stopping point to tend to my son, get him situated, and maybe try to come back to it. This one is definitely gonna have some issues in it. It wasn't gonna be perfect anyways, but there's a lot. Just me playing it back, listening to it, I'm like, yeah, I want to fix that part so bad. I need to fix that part. This part can be a little better. Then there's a few parts I'm like, okay, I like that. I really like this part. Okay, let me leave this part like this, but I still need to go fix that other part. And then the beat, why is it messing up right here? So there's a lot of situations going on with this song. But again, I'm still not going to say it's a fail. I'm still going to be pleased with what it turns out to be, especially just for the sake of what I'm doing with this challenge and trying to see what I can accomplish with this. And I didn't go in and add the first verse into the ending. That little part of the instrumental that messed up kind of threw that whole plan out the window. I had to switch up that whole idea, which I guess wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but I think I would have liked things better if it did go how I was planning things out and how I had it sounding in my head. But again, I do so far think that it sounds okay. There's just a lot of little parts that can be fixed up and some that probably can't be fixed. I'm still probably going to put it out as is because I did say I'm going to put them out how they are and be able to go back and look at the progression. So I'm not going to be able to do that if I try to perfect things or not put something out because it's not perfected. But yeah, I'll probably just put it out as is with all the issues in it, all the imperfections, with the producer's tag in it and all of that. I don't know for certain right now what I'm going to do. Just like in the beginning, I didn't know for certain which route I was going to go in. Back to square one in that position. Not fully back to square one because I did get some things completed. I did get a song, not completed, but I did get a song. I had the idea and everything. The lyrics are written. It's just I got thrown off because of the instrumental, which I should have listened to the whole thing before I started. But I guess that's the beauty, the joy, the fun, and obstacles and everything of a challenge. It's way past 10 in the morning, so if I didn't complete the song, then yeah, it was a fail. But I feel like I completed it, like I said, with all the imperfections and everything involved in it, even with me having to take that stopping point because I had to tend to my son. Like I said, I left the producer's tags in it and everything because initially I wanted to purchase the beat if I finished it without any issues that I felt was, I guess, without issues that were too noticeable. So I came across issues that were definitely noticeable. It's not to say that I can't revisit this song at a later date, but for this challenge I have to leave it as is right now. So, and that's something that's good too with me doing this challenge. I can revisit these songs later and fix them up if they absolutely need to be fixed up all the way like that, and then I can actually take my time with them and make them that much better. But I'm starting to ramble, and that's not the point of this. It's just the ending. I was gonna do the ending like I did the first video, just a blank screen typing out what I needed to type out, but it's okay. I didn't mind getting on camera and rambling for a bit. So I'm gonna drop the song probably in a few days or so after I drop this video. I'm not sure, but it'll be out, and then I can move forward with the next one. And hopefully we don't run into as many issues as I have with these first two. But what's a challenge without running into issues? And this is just to show that my last revision was yesterday at 2:41 p.m. So I didn't go in today at all and do anything to it. I stopped at that stopping point yesterday at 2:41 and left it at that. So it still was a challenge complete. I completed all this within the 24 hours. I could have used that extra time that I had, but I didn't feel like it was necessary, and there was so much other things going on, especially like I said, tending to my son. So it's good where it is for the time being, because what's a challenge without issues that come up?